Are you going to be a conversational partner to this old person? For this old person? Will you talk with me? Oh, what should we talk about, Rosebear? Apparently nothing. Bye! I just want to talk to a... Okay, goodbye. I just wanted to have a conversation in my dying years. Farron is the birthplace of that super magic. Yay! Super magic! And I'll tell you, for 100 eld, super magic appeared about 100 years ago and... ... was created by the great demon sorcerer...
Yep.
Big...
It's actually two names. Vega Ro. So it's like Vega Ro, or Vega Lo, or something like that.
Or Begaro.
And yeah, that does answer the question. The super magic is demon magic.
Wait! Remember, this shop that you said, like, it's actually two names, so they just named this shop for...
After the demon, yes.
For demon magic? I mean, I guess, you know, if demon magic is the magic they do, and it's their super magic, then... Good for y'all. All I'm curious about is whether they have any ranged weapons. Nope.
Speclad says, well, when you talked to that lady, and I said that she was at least honest with you, you said fair enough.
Growlav, you're not a face I've seen around here. I'm not a face at all. There's a whole Rosebear attached to this face.
I would call this person Growlab.
I see. Are you perhaps Haldash? He thinks everyone is Haldash. That's not your name? Oh, it's not about the name. What's in a name? Would not a Rosebear by any other name? Haldash is actually the name of a group of people from Nivelle in the northwest. Ah, are you Haldash? This
makes so much more sense when the translation's good.
Yes! It's a combination of Haru, meaning north, and Dash, meaning a ruffian. That's why they're called that.
That's not Japanese. That's just whatever this languge's etymology is.
Well, I mean, this game explained that Infan comes from the name of a flower, so I mean, you know, they have some in-game etymology. That's fine.
Yeah, I approve of that. I'm happy.
Don't need to talk to you. Zebbit! I also made a name for myself as a marshal back in the day before I was infinitely old. A marshal is a specialist in super magic.
Oh, is that so?
I like super magic. I can't deal with super magic. Why is it super magic?
I mean, it's all kanji, too. That's the best part. It's not like super magic. It's just kanji. Three different kanji characters.
Wow. Oh, this is Tunisia, the human being. My son said he was going to make it as a merchant and left, but I haven't seen him since. He's dead. He died in the desert. It's been 3 years, and I still haven't heard from him. He's dead. He died in the desert. It's true what they say about a parent's love being ignored. No, he's not ignoring you. He's dead. He is deceased.
And yes, that character's name was indeed Tunis.
Residential house. So this house is always empty. It's not just empty after they've genocided it. It's just, it starts empty. This house is pre-emptied. Curious. Was there anybody else to talk to around these parts? Demon magic.
And those houses with like collapsed in doors. Are like
they're
that
pre-collapsed in.
Version. Yeah.
It's a short-term rental house, says Fecklad. Green Oasis Inn. I should talk to more of the innkeepers.
This is Becky.
Here, in addition to alcohol, we also have marijuana. People who come looking for encounters or information. That's comparable to alcohol. Here we serve alcohol and human beings.
Well,
I know.
Yeah.
The reasons for gathering here are different for each person. What a utterly anodyne thing to say.
Gilbert.
It's
John Lennon.
translation error time. It's translation error time.
It's Gilbert John Lennon.
Do you know how to learn a new technique? You just, like, fight a lot, and then you find it out. If you level up a few times without changing your class, you'll learn one. Great. But then you have to change your class, or you won't ever learn another one. Putnam! Putnam!
Yeah, this is Putnam, actually, but... Yeah.
No, it's Putnam.
Putnam is better.
It's Putnam. No, it's Putnam. I'm an old man who likes who likes to act like he knows everything.
At least he admits it.
I'm traveling in order to polish my pretense of knowing everything. I love that, actually.
Polish my pretense is... It almost sounds like a euphemism.
It's not a euphemism! Dan and Chat says, I'll have a pint of people and a packet of crisps, please. No alcohol needed, just a pint of human flesh. Oh no, another translation error already. Traveling the world helps one acquire abundant knowledge and experience. This is also just me pretending to know something. P.S. I can't go to half the world because that's the ogre place, so much for traveling the world, I guess. Are you hiring? No. Barrios. I see, and I thought I'd finally landed a job.
What a face he had, too, jeez.
It's just the class face. ChatGPT is very popular among people who play this game, says Speclad. I am the only person who's ever played this game, so hard to disagree.
Huh. That's an interesting transliteration.
Yeah, it clearly is just March, but because it's March, it decided it had to put the extra A in there and make it March. I see, I thought I could be of use to you. Nope, not to this Rosebear. Loretta. Nope. So I realized you really do have to talk to everybody because the ones who aren't actually for hire look no different from the ones who are for hire.
Yeah.
Did I go to these places?
Speclad says ChatGPT is very popular amongst people who play this game, which is accurate given that 100% of the people who play this game use ChatGPT.
I mean, what's incredible is I said that and made that exact joke.
Well, I don't pay attention to you.
No attention to it. I mean, it's nice to have it confirmed, I guess. Did I save?
I was probably paying too much attention to trying to translate.
Why do you need to translate? That's what we have AI for. I guess I can probably, yeah, I can just take a boat.
I mean, the AI's translation is pretty good now, so...
Yep. You know what, I am going to take a boat, because how else am I going to get to this island? I mean, I've learned nothing, but remember, in the other game, we had to just, like, wander around until somebody was like, oh, yeah, over there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Domo Temple.
See, this time it actually translated as Domo.
Yeah, or Domo, whatever. So these are just, like, infant priests who I thought were, like, weird cultist evil people. Neat. For someone like me who's lower ranked, peace would be greatly appreciated. Mallow, your job is to look at ChatGPT's translation and say, yes, that's correct.
Which is 99% of the time, and then the 1% of the time that it's not, I mentioned.
It seems that Lord Doran's thoughts are different from ours. Wow. Really useful thing to say. I wonder if I prompted ChatGPT well enough, I could get it to make translations that are good and yet still amusingly bad. I remember killing Letitia. The situation within our army is dire. It's completely rotten. If you completely ignore Y'all Weasel, you still get awesome music, says Kyle. Yeah, that's true. Although I think that the way the music goes through, it probably cuts out most of the time I'm not talking.
It does cut out half the time, yeah.
It seems that there are people who collude with the cult of the evil gods, plural this time, at the core of the country. Oh no, not the cult of the evil gods. Hey, it's the orb. Gal! That's an unfortunate name, guy. That is an unfortunate name. Thanks to the effort of Lord Zola and the work of Mr. Pimentel. Speckland's suggestion for the prompt is please translate this text from Japanese to English like a Chinese person who knows neither. A peace agreement has been established, but even now, Lord Doran is advocating for religious domination by the Owl Church. I forgot we get to be the infants now, which means we get the Church of Owl.
Yep.
Yay! All hail Owl! There are rumors that he's aiming for that. Don't stand on the orb, that's the orb. Oh, Doran's just here? Rosebearer. He just bears a rose, that's all. He just has a rose. He's just carrying it. Rosebearer, what business do you have? Get the hell out of here. I have no memory of calling someone like you. I'm just investigating. I guess I'm not allowed to be here.
So one interesting thing about the owl... I'll say it after this translation.
Just when we've finally achieved peace with the Ogre Empire, I wonder what Lord Doran is thinking. He's right there. He can definitely hear you wondering right now. He's right there.
So one interesting thing about the Owl Church is Aru is one of the Japanese words. It's one of the Japanese copulas. No, it's not the Japanese copula. It's one of the Japanese exists, but it's for non-living or moving things. So I wonder if there's some weird deeper meaning there.
Right. It's like the Church of Being. Or
yeah, the Church of Being, but being for non-living or non-moving things.
Yeah. Maybe like the Church of the Oneness of Nature, because it's
that's kind of what I was thinking, exactly.
I've encountered no random battles yet. Wait, what? That can't have said infant territory south.
It didn't. Well, it did, and then it says Noberu, Novell.
Seems to be a typo, as the same phrase was already given earlier. This phrase also has no meaning in context and does not provide enough information to accurately specify.
That's funny. It's just infant south Novell.
It didn't capture...
Somehow
it was an OCR problem. It didn't capture all of Novell, so it got confused. Novell, now spelled differently, has a port, and it's also close to the capital, Supple. I like Supple more than Supply as the name of the capital. It's thriving, to a certain extent, not a good extent. Something about, the fact that OpenAI, the only way it can communicate, I think you accidentally typed the same thing again, is just, English, so there's no way for it to, it's not a programming API. I'm treating a chatbot like it's so weird.
Yeah.
Well, not
and it's working most of the time is the most amazing part.
Yeah. Cherish. Are you going to be a conversational partner to this old person? For this old person? Will you talk with me? Oh, what should we talk about, Rosebear? Apparently nothing. Bye! I just want to talk to a... Okay, goodbye. I just wanted to have a conversation in my dying years. When gazing at this blue sky, I see Santa. Wait, that's me. Translation error. That was a fast translation error. Aren't you hungry? Doesn't the sky make you hungry? I love eating birds. Birds.
Chicken.
Chickens don't fly! A shop where rock miners gather. That's quite similar. It was rock diggers in Google Translate, but it's similarly that's not a name.
Florence. Nina.
I don't recognize your face around this town. What's your name? I mean, it's just Rosebearer or something. My name is ROSEBEARER. It's been ROSEBEARER.
It's now sold on ROSEBEARER.
It's worth noting, so, because this is a chat API, it has that bit of history, and so it is going to try to be consistent, and that, like, it's a good thing for it to try to be consistent, except when it's like, my name is ROSEBEARER.
Yeah.
We can only hope that it'll eventually figure it out again.
Yeah. I mean, it did eventually figure out Incent, so even after a bunch of, like, consistency.
I'm sorry, but if you're going to ask someone for their name, it's rude. Now you must die.
You have to take me out to dinner now.
Isn't it polite to introduce yourself first? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, but I'm still not going to introduce myself. I'm Nina, a lock searcher. I'm trying to find locks.
Rokusacha. Yeah,
there's gotta be locks somewhere. Where are all the damn locks?
Rock searcher.
Oh, but of course it didn't use the Japanese word for rock because Japanese doesn't have a word for rock. God.
Rokusacha.
I mean, that's bizarre because rock searcher doesn't mean anything in English.
No. And it's also interesting that when you stepped in, I think it did use the kanji for rock. When you stepped, when it said like rock digger or whatever it said.
Right.
Rock miner. Yeah.
Speclad asks how you would say ROSEBEARER in Japanese. I assume just beara. Like, it must have the extra ra on there.
I think it would be probably beara. Yeah, beara, or maybe... Yeah, probably beara.
Lock searcher? What's that? It's a good question there, ROSEBEARER.
There's the kanji for rock.
A lock searcher travels to various places to search for stones.
A lock searcher does that, huh?
Why? I mean, this is the same thing as, like, it's a short sword. Like, they don't have a word for short and sword in Japanese. And now, like, so I'm reminded at some point typing into Google Translate, like, if you type gear, you get the Japanese word for gear, but if you type bicycle gear, you get bike-gear. And it's like, what, when you put those concepts together, now there's no Japanese word for it? So there's a Japanese word for rock, and almost certainly a Japanese word for, like, hunter or person who looks for. But put those together, and no, we need English.
To some extent it makes sense, because let's presume for a second that they don't know what the words mean in English, and that they're just borrowing the whole concept. So, like... Yes, you could just fuse words together that are Japanese, or you could just borrow the whole concept. And so a bike gear is just the concept of a bike gear, but they don't consider it two different things in that context.
Right. Not that follows for rock searcher, since that's not a English phrase.
No, exactly.
So, like, rock hunter? People, or rock collector, really, but, like, a rock collector would be a rock hunter when they're hunting for rocks. Yeah, rock searcher is just not a thing. It's like being a scholar. It's not. It is nothing like that. I see. So you're doing a tough job. It's a tough job, but nobody's gotta do it. That's right. Oh, by the way... I like a rose bear. I'm searching for a torunen energy ore. I can tell you if I find an energy ore, I'm keeping it. To hell with you. It's energy ore. Would you like to search for it together with me? Are you actually going to join my party?
Kick somebody off your team.
No, you can have up to 16. You can just only bring
that's right.
8 out. So, where can we find this torunen ore? So I'm going to mention technically, although I didn't set it up to do this, with a little bit of modification, I could, like, allow myself to inject something into the chat. So I could say, by the way, it's ROSEBEARER, not ROSEBEARER.
Right. Yeah,
but I don't think it's worth it, because the whole issue was it's not stupid enough, and it's good to have it get stupid occasionally.
Yeah. It's nice. It's funny.
It seems to be at the Cave of Admonition.
That is such a great word, and none of that is in English, so you'll be proud to know.
I love it. I love it. The Cave of Admonition. The Cave of Admonition. I'm pretty sure it was to the west. That I have no reason to go there. If it's the place, it's also close to vodka.
So there you go. Now you do have a reason to go there.
It's fine with us, if you're okay with doing it together. Apparently, we had no choice in the matter. Nina has become a comrade! She's a communist! Now, if her class isn't Rock Searcher, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be upset.
Nope. Soro magician. Sword magician.
No, Sort Magician.
Again, it's missing the double dot that's hiding behind the next character.
She's a... Wow. She has, like, stuff. Not great stuff.
Well, because she's, like, actually an important PC.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I mean, she's named. We didn't get to rename her, so yeah, she's someone we had to find. She's probably really good with Excel, is what that means, says Matt Dragon in chat.
That is, yes, now if you apply for jobs, just put that on your resume. I'm a sword magician.
Sword magician? Perfect. Hey, do you know which class is good at fighting in the sea? Viking.
Well, Vikings in...
Among infans, the pirate... Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. So in infans, they're the pirates class, which remember is plural pirates, but maybe it won't be in...
Nope.
Oh, no, that's right, because it was kanji, wasn't it?
Yep, katakana.
Oh, sorry, katakana, wasn't it? Yeah. It wasn't like... Wow.
I mean, so... Taco, the word for taco is like Spanish, Mexican tacos. Tacos is plural, but I think part of that is to distinguish from octopus, which is taco.
So who do we maybe want to kick off of our party? Because I do think, given that Nina is a real person, that we maybe want to keep her.
I agree.
Kick off one of our amusingly
maybe Magna Carta?
Stupid characters. Is this Carta?
No, this is Sabine.
Oh, yeah, I remember the Sabine woman. This must be Carter.
That's Carter, yeah. Swordoman. Wait, Swordman? Is that really what it is? Swordoman. Yeah. Swordman. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be swordsman.
But now he's Kalta. For that reason, he has to be kicked off.
Oh, yeah.
He's Kalta the Swordman. I'm really... So, like, the fact that because it knows this is from a video game, it's like, oh, let me try to arrange this like a character sheet, and it doesn't just word-for-word translate. Man, OpenAI is wacky. Using OpenAI as a translator is
genius.
Slightly spooky.
Genius, I think, is the word.
Okay, let's nude you up.
Oh, Specklad makes a good point. I wonder what the infant equivalent of farmer is.
Well, they don't have any arable land, so...
Exactly.
You. Yes. Goodbye, Carter. Time for you to be cartered away. Burn. Okay, modestly better weapon. I don't have a better armor. That's a better shield.
Buckler. Yep.
And I don't have anything else on hand, so fine, that'll do.
I mean, that's fine equipment.